All right, let's go to the nickelback. K'Wan Williams. He's been here for a while. He's coming off an 8-game season. What do you like about him? What is your scouting report? What are his weaknesses?
I love him on a personal level. I love his heart. I love seeing the little guys level the hits like he does. He is fearless. He's a downhill tackler. He's really good in the flat. He gives them abilities to manage their run game. The Niners' run defense is not always the best, but it's never his fault as far as I'm concerned. He cleans up things that other guys are missing, but he doesn't stay on his heels like most small corners would and go with the nice wrap them up around the thighs, the knees, the lower half kind of hit. No, he hits them hard.
He
And
does.
he would. I mean, I'm surprised he doesn't draw flags, except I will never throw a flag against the guy that size. You just can't do that.
It's what
That's
Jimmy Ward said in
emasculating
my
to the
interview.
guy.
He was like, I like to hit guys in the knee because it really hurts. I feel like K'Wan's right there with him. He hits people hard in the knee and it hurts.
Absolutely, but he also knows where he is. He knows I'm a smaller guy, but I'm very physically strong, kind of like Emery Thomas. And he knows I'm going to have to make technique, but I'm going to punish them.
Yes.
And I've seen a few feet skip when he hits. And for those of you who don't know what I'm saying, basically it's when the body seizes and they jump because they know they're about to get hit hard. So they see him and he's got respect in the league. There is respect for how he hits. Guaranteed people say, watch out for 24.
Yeah, you won't see him coming. It'll hurt. He'll get you right in the knee.
He's like a foot below you, but yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So those
and
are
I
the
feel
things
like
I
Robert
like.
Saleh always used him as the secret weapon, blitzing.
Yeah, he's
You
the
can't
Kyle
see him.
Juszczyk for the defense.
Yes. Good call.
The other thing I like is his off-the-edge abilities, which Diamador has. I did not see any of that with Emery Thomas. Zero.
Well, that's a problem from your nickelback if you want to use a guy as a blitzer.
It is, and I think that D'Amico Ryans will be using K1 that way, and if he knows what's good for him, and Diamador shows any kind of flash in preseason and doesn't make boneheaded mistakes and things like that, they need to start putting him in there for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very fast off the edge, K1. So these are the things I like about him, and I feel like Diamador is almost. I think Emery Thomas was the correct replacement pick, but I think Diamador is the higher upside as far as all-around game.
Got it. Tackling,
Not
blitzing.
as a cover, but
Right,
as
of course.
all-around game. Gadget
I
kind of
see.
defensive player.
Do you think that there is a similarity between Diamador Lenoir, and K'Wan Williams' skill set?
Yes.
Yes.
The fearlessness, the stickiness, the ability to play off the edge, the flat tackling. K1 is a really great tackler. So is Diamador.
Okay.
I think
there you go.
we're looking at a carbon copy. I would go so far as to say that.
Interesting. So you think by this time next year, both Lenoir, and Thomas could be starters in this backfield?
If their coverage is as good as K1, yes. Then you let K1 go, let him get his last contract somewhere else, and you put these guys in. And this is part of that cap rollover that's gonna go into Trey Lance being re-signed, assuming that all works out, as well as still having some flexibility to bring in some future player that's a free agent.
The way I always perceive K'Wan Williams' skill set is that all around terrific. The weakest part of his game is man-to-man coverage. He's a little bit smaller, a little bit. He's not super fast, but he's great in zone.
Jimmy Ward, actually on your show, he said it when he was talking about going up against Gronk or people like that. He said, "I'm going to pull you down." So he's going to draw a flag. But I'm a strong proponent as a secondary player. You can be damn sure I will pass interfere before I give up a for-sure touchdown.
Definitely, of course.
And the Niners, like back in the Justin Smith days, if I was a corner in the Niners back then, I'd be screwing with your receivers all day long because when it comes to goal line stands, I know they got me. And so that's the thing. You got to put it on your goal line. And so like guys like K1, they get run over, not because he's physically weaker or anything like that, just because there's leverage involved. And the bend that a large tight end can put on him can be difficult for him to stick with.
That's true.
Like Jimmy Ward said, what's Jimmy Ward supposed to do against Gronkowski in the red zone? Knock him down.
Good point. Knock him down. Yeah, I love that answer. It was one of the best answers in the interview. Matt H says, our backup corners are unproven rookies. That scares me. If Verrett gets hurt, then what? There's a lot of pressure on Demo and Thomas. Still need a vet. What do you say?
We share your anxiety on this. Grant and I have been saying the whole time that, you've said it twice since we've been working together, and that's that if Verrett goes down, this team is one Verrett short, or one Verrett injury away from not making the postseason.
Yes, that's a terrible spot to be in. Unless Ambry Thomas and Diamador Lenoir are ready to go and be great.
Yeah, so Matt, we're into contract issues as how to generate the money to get a decent corner or trade for a corner to bring them onto this team. It's roulette a little bit. You're casting your die when it comes to Diamador and Emery, but I think they're kind of hoping between the two. Given what I have said of their analysis and what scouts have said about them, Grant, do you not feel that they are very similar corners, and that maybe they will be
Yes.
fighting against each other?
Perhaps their proficiency in the first 5 yards seems similar. And again, it seems like if the Niners have Nick Bosa back and they go from being one of the worst teams in the league in pressure rate to one of the top teams, then all the corners should play well. Mosley should play well. It should be much easier for them.
The best band-aid for secondary play and allowing them to see. One of the things about a good defensive line is not just that they take pressure off of the by extending plays or by cutting plays short, rather, I should say. It's not that they just take pressure directly off the secondary by giving them a different time schedule to work with. It's the fact that they're in the mind of the quarterback to begin with, and so as a result, it can rush decisions. It's not that they will just rush the throwing process or tip a ball or make him throw it off schedule. It's that from the get-go, from the snap, if Bosa and people like D Ford are on the field, that quarterback knows I've got 1 second less than I normally do, like just mentally. So it can be a bit of a band-aid for the secondary, but at the same time, I like to look at it more positively, and that's that it makes the secondary more aggressive.
Yes.
And they play with swagger and confidence.
Yeah, because you know the ball's coming out quick and you can break quickly on the ball. Sean Weaver spent $2 to say hire Mike Singletary as an assistant coach. They tried that already.
You like him?
I like the donation, though. Thank you. As a guy, he seems all right. My dad liked him, but I mean, not as a coach.
Wait, are we talking about our former head coach?
Yeah, Mike Singletary. Like, nah.
Didn't he have violent issues in the locker room?
I don't know. That was before my time.
I thought he punked some of our players in the locker room and was a horrible fit for our culture.
Oh, I don't know.
Let's find out. Somebody do the research if you would. Find out why Mike Singletary was not liked, because I know that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, find that out. All right,
let's go. We don't need more people with bad people skills like Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, he did pull his pants down that way.